See, for each and every campaign, there is a primary disposition as well as a secondary disposition. The primary disposition, what we follow, I mean, in fact, the primary disposition, we have 5 major disposition. Probably I'll explain you in the help menu. What are the standard disposition what we follow? This will actually be relevant for most of the business applications. The standard disposition, as far as Com1 is concerned, it is no response. The caller does not answer the call. Okay, so this is more relevant for progressive dialing, where when you call up, you tend to listen to the ringback tone, and if the caller does not pick up, you dispose the call as no response. While in predictive dialing, as only the completed calls get connected, no response is actually put at the background. So the system will not connect the calls that is ringing. So this, wherever it will push only the matured calls to the agent. So to that extent, no response is automatically disposed by the server, by server itself. Funnel is a near sales completion process. So you have something called successful, where the order is finalized. Okay, so that is the ultimate for all the agents who work for. But funnel is something where customer has engaged in a conversation towards successful completion of the business, but then he wants some time to just complete the process. So funnel, the moment the agent classifies as funnel, that follow-up will be done only by the agent. Okay, so that lead will be allotted to the agent and will be treated separately, because it's a near completion of business. Okay, it is just one step above, or rather lower, to a successful completion of business. Unsuccessful, this is basically customer says, I'm not interested in the product. Okay, so that's treated as unsuccessful. Reschedule is more like just a casual request to call up later. Okay, like typically the call, you call up someone and he says, I'm traveling or busy in a meeting, you call up after 3:30 or whatever. Okay, so when you dispose a call as reschedule, it's a very basic disposition. But since a customer is requested as reschedule, this will be classified as reschedule. At the time when the customer is requested callback, the calls will automatically be dialed. In case if it is a predictive dialing, it will be dialed and connected to any agent who is free. Okay, so here it is more like a fresh call only, just that the customer requested another callback at a particular point of time. No major, it is not like a funnel where the customer is engaged in a conversation with an agent, and it is near completion of business. So that will be treated separately, and only that agent can make a call back to the customer, so that a seriousness towards that needs to be done. So that is why a funnel is treated that way. And reschedule is a simple reschedule, which it's treated like a fresh call, but then it will be allotted to any other agent. Okay, blacklist. At times, most of the calls, customers would say that, please don't call me again, or things like that, or the customer is shouting or abusing the agent. So if you dispose it off as a blacklisted number, even if that number comes in various other campaigns, as many databases have repetition of these numbers. So, there's no point in you, dialing the customer again and again. So once you blacklist the number, the entire across the call center, no calls will go. I mean, no outbound calls will go, or no inbound calls will come from that customer. So it is blacklisted forever till the time you remove that number manually. Okay. Now, custom. See, these are standard disposition, whatever I said. Typically, no response, funnel, successful, unsuccessful, reschedule. These are the standard disposition. Blacklist is, by the way, disposition, where it is not a disposition. It doesn't, matter in the process. Typically, you only prevent calls to going to the same number again in a different campaign or whatever. So custom is more like, in case if your sales process, or if your service process, or if your process does not fall within these 5 dispositions, the customer is free to design their own disposition. But then none of the standard reports, whatever we give, which is standard part of our call center suite, will not actually display any information. So the customer can design their own reports, and then you need to actually but the standard caller package or agent login screen cannot be used. You need to probably take a customized agent screen, or you can develop your own screen based on our APIs and manage your own reports.